Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly meeting. I think the Hungarians have an announcement to make. So go ahead.
Yes, you do.
Definitely.
Zoltán, want to start?
All right. Yeah. So we definitely have an announcement to make, and that is that with Benedek together, we have tomorrow founded our company. We have started our company called Lombik Technologies, and we aim to focus, at least in the beginning, on Orchard development, various types of consultancy and training. And we not only have started Lombik Technologies as a company, but Lombik Technologies has started Orchard Dojo. And Orchard Dojo is an Orchard learning and teaching website. So I will just paste the links into the checks window. And Orchard Dojo is aimed to gather the various types of resources from blogs, discussions, Stack Overflow posts, whatever, and have them in a structured way for you to be able to learn Orchard better. It will offer trainings, or it offers trainings. It offers a portable library of Orchard goodies, and we also plan to offer some kind of Orchard certificates. But let's see it in action. Benedek will demo all the stuff. Yeah, and there are the links, because it's better to see it in action.
Okay, so I just start presenting, hopefully. Okay, tell me if you see it.
Are you sharing?
Yeah, I think I started sharing. Can you see anything of my screen?
Not anything yet. Not yet. So this is something really exciting. We hope you will like Orchard Dojo, guys. And as a company, we really aim to provide quality services. So let's see what we will be able to do.
Okay, guys, start sharing again.
Still not seeing your screen.
Okay, if this one won't work, please start sharing then, Zoltán. I already started sharing. It says I'm already presenting.
I can't see it yet. Now it's loading.
Oh. Okay. So in the meanwhile, Zoltán described what the company and Dojo is about. So basically, what we will work with is Orchard development, consultancy, and training. We have a company website with a few pages. This is just the doorstep towards the Orchard Dojo and the already known two websites we run. So it's the Orchard Hungary in Hungarian and in English. Zoltán can see my screen. Okay, great. So this is the company website we talked about.
This see the thing. You're sure? Well, that's just me, maybe.
Okay, Zoltán and Nick already. Okay, Sebastian, please tell me if you can see it.
It's refreshing very slowly.
Well, I'm just displaying the homepage, so nothing.
Design. Is it the new iOS 7 design?
No, we rather run it wanted it to resemble to the previously known Metro UI, but yeah, we wanted something nice and simple. So can you see it, Sebastian?
Sure.
Okay, great. All right, so this is our company website. We have the mentioned training site, which tells you all about our previous experiences and Orchard Dojo. I'll show you that a bit later. So we are also working with Consultancy. If you're a developer that would like to have some help in your project, and also the content network, the Lombik content network.
So you can help me?
Yeah, if you want to, if you pay.
If I pay, thank you, pesos.
yeah. Okay. Well, that's another story. Contribution is a whole different thing. And so the content network is basically the company website, the dojo, and the Hungarian community sites. And if you go to our Codeplex profile, you will see the project that Lombik is already involved with. Most of these are the modules we developed earlier, but we provide commercial support for these. And well, the dojo is the most interesting part here, so I'm going to show that. So this is the dojo website.
By the way, we started with two open source projects as Lombik. So those ones we already published. One is a theme, base theme using Twitter's Bootstrap. If you know my base themes, pretty good base theme. This follows the same idea to provide you a well-structured theme that you can use to build upon. And the other one is Orchard read-only. It's a small module. You can use that to essentially put your Orchard site into a read-only state, so no content item can be saved. Now, this is useful if you want to relocate your site or switch between nodes or something like this. We actually use it for aiding our deployment.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about the deployment process later, because I think it's interesting and could be useful for people. And so the Orchard Dojo is aimed to most of all to display all our open source knowledge base. So we are collecting knowledge from all around Orchard and display them as community resources. And there's a graph made of all the knowledge we collected, including these community resources and other guides. If I go to resources and display dojo graph, you can see all our nodes, but because it's a graph. These are blog posts and other guides, basically coming from most of all the training guidelines we created, and some other blog posts for example, from Sipka and Bertrand. Okay, and we talked about certifications in private. So basically, what we would like to have is a system of certifications for users, developers, and other Orchard trainers. And we are in the process of developing this further to create a well-working system about it. And the other interesting and important thing is that we provide trainings. So if someone, for example, has a company with a team of Orchard developers who would like to improve their skills, then Orchard Dojo is the way to contact us and get trained in Orchard. Zoltán, anything else I missed?
Yeah, actually we already have a trainer application. I don't know if we will take him. It's Sipka. So we will
I'll
be
do my
happy to
best
have him on
getting
the
that
team.
certificate.
Sorry?
Just saying, I'll do my best to get that certificate.
Oh, I mentioned that you applied as a trainer.
For which you need to be certified now.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, well, we are thinking about that. But for you, I don't think you need that certification.
Well, yeah, in general you need that, but yeah, Sipke won't need that, I think.
Yeah, by the way, regarding the graph, it's also built with internal links, with taking the internal links into account on this website. So most of the connections are generated. We have created a module for parsing out these links from the body text. This is not yet released, but it will be soon as a standalone and, of course, open source module. So you will be able to have such cool graphs that you can visualize, pan around, search, because the main point here is search for your Orchard website without having to specify these connections by hand.
Okay.
Okay, and I would like to make a short demo. We wrote some Visual Studio snippets for Orchard, and this is also part of the.
Not only that, but we have a full library here.
Yeah, we have a full library, of course. Yeah, with a lot of guides, including how to have a training or how to manage your development team and things like that. And a part of the library is these Visual Studio snippets. And I'm going to show you some of these. So I have a dev instance here. This is the training demo module, by the way. So and you can clone the library. So it's a MyCareer repository on Bitbucket. You can clone the library, so you will have these snippets too, and just include them in your Visual Studio.
So this thing, what we called Orchard Dojo library, is a standalone Mercurial repository. So a standalone package of a wide variety of Orchard goodies. So, for example, there are such Visual Studio snippets included, but Benedek will demo soon. But there are also development guidelines, a list of frequently asked questions for Orchard. There's a link collection. There are also our training guidelines, what we previously published on Orchard Hungary. We have a wiki, kind of wiki. That's so all these are complementary to the Orchard documentation. And by the way, also an export file that you can use that has an export file that has a full Orchard content demonstration. So with blog posts, all kinds of menu items, whatever. You can use that to test a theme. That's also in Orchard Dojo library. So this Dojo library is really a package of all kinds of goodies, and it also contains its textual content in form of Markdown files, and these Markdown files are displayed here on Orchard Dojo, but these are really coming from this Mercurial repository.
Yeah, and also you can contribute to Orchard Dojo library. So you can, for example, create a fork, and if you create something that is good enough to be in the Orchard Dojo library, you see it immediately after importing the fork. So it's going to be displayed on the Orchard Dojo. Okay.
Okay. So let's see the snippets.
Yeah, let's see the snippets. I'm going to show my favorite one. This is something I really missed. So I guess if you are writing a content part driver, there's a lot of things to type, which has a lot of code that you always have to write. So I'm just going to write a test driver and I'm going to use this. Sorry, I have to press Shift, so my voice is going to be recorded. So I'm going to type the driver's name. It's ODriver full, and the snippet is going to generate all the code you need for a content pan driver, and you can specify its name, and it's going to be updated on every place you need. For example, we have a personally sprite driver, so I'm just going to copy that, and here it is. You just have to include the usings, and it's going to work. Yeah, and there are I know like 20 snippets similar to this, so it's going to speed up the coding process a lot.
Yeah, we use them on a daily basis. So we have snippets for every boilerplate code that you possibly write for Orchard. So it really speeds things up, like route providers, drivers, menu providers, migrations,
Routes.
controllers with injected dependencies. So a lot of snippets.
Yeah. Okay.
Very nice.
So we really hope you liked it. This was a quick overview of what we have done. There is a lot to explore, and we are really excited. So we really hope that this will be something cool for others as well. And through our company, we now want to have our Orchard activity a bit in a more formal way, so to say. So that's Lomvik and Orchard.io.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry? Say that again, Bertrand?
Who is next?
Again.
Hey, go ahead.
I'm next. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This will be much more simple than the last demo. Can you see my monitor?
Not yet?
I can't yet.
I can.
Yeah, it's loading for me. It's just a few seconds. Okay, it's loading for me. Thanks.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Good. Okay. So this is a workflow, and this is nothing new, but we added some features to the decision activity. If you come in here and if you edit that, now you can define possible outcomes, a common delimited list of outcomes. And this should be localized strings that resulted. And you can also define a script, and this uses C# scripting module. It uses the evaluate method, so it needs to return a value at the end. That should be one of the defined outcomes. It also supports the tagging. You can use content item. You can use Orchard services and the work context in defining inside your script. Looking at the code, there were just a couple of pieces of this. One is the form to define the outcomes and the script. In the decision activity, then, and this taken from the user task where we're passing in the functions for the Orchard services, work content item, and work context, that we will then go out and evaluate the, pick up the script from the properties, evaluate the script. Before that, we'll get the outcomes, again, from user task where we can find the outcomes, to build the outcomes, and evaluate the script. It is up to the author to make sure that the outcome of the script matches one of the defined outcomes. We can have multiple outcomes, so there's a change to the activity decision.csm HTML to support those outcomes. That's pretty much it. Are there questions? Comments?
I have one question. Can you go back to that where you initialize the C#? What was it called?
In here?
In Visual Studio. This is an activity. Yeah, where you initialize the C# service calling set parameter. Is it an idea to make that accessible? For example, firing event, so other modules could inject parameters?
No. No, it's very dependent on the context, I think, for this engine. Because
maybe sometimes you want to write your own activity using C# expressions.
Yeah, but
working with.
Yes, this is activity code, so in your activity you can add anything.
That's true.
So in this context, this activity says, okay, we are in the workflow, so let's provide the services, the current content item, and the work context.
So what if you want to use this? What if you want to use this activity using your own service? So right now we have Orchard services, content item, work context. Maybe at some point we need.
So here you will just do work context.resolve, and you can inject it.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, just one question. You said that there are you can specify more than custom outcomes, but from what I see in the code, it's true and false or hard coded.
Well, it does. No, I think there is a first. If you look at the yield return, yes, it's wrong actually.
Yes. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Not the code. It looks like the old version you are describing.
It is in between. I have a site that. Give me just a second. I am pointing to an old version.
Yeah, okay. So we'll just take the return from the script and return it. Okay. Because the code we are seeing here is not doing what you explained. So that's it.
Yes, I will. I'm at an old version. I gotta find out why I'm pointing to an old version, but I will have that corrected. But it has been tested and works as I explained.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, nice. And just one minor thing. Could we just have all those global variables in Pascal case, not camel case? Orchard services, work context, T, and so on.
So I think that Ken copy-pasted the code I had done for the validation part using the scripting, and so that should apply to everything then, like a convention. I think it would be good like that because it's the convention in C# actually. But we could also. I'm open to discussion. Yeah. Nobody's using it right now, so let's change it now. If we need to change it, we will need to get some feedback on that.
Yeah, because for example, the T function is used all across the site, and it's a capital T, and it will make some confusion.
Right here.
Yeah, but he's also mentioning work context, content item, and Orchard services, and maybe just call it services, like we do in some classes. That might be the case, yeah. Why not?
Yeah, because when you're in that script editor, it feels like you're working with properties, maybe, even though they're maybe not properties, or are they? And then, I'd prefer uppercase, starting with an uppercase.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like you're working with properties, not some injected variables, local variables. Yeah. So uppercase letter, it's first letter upper.
Okay.
Case is okay.
So let's change it. Yeah, it should be easy. Everyone using it, but it's okay. Let's break them. So Piotr, I will ask you to create a content to file a bug for that, please.
Okay.
Okay. I'll pass back control.
Thank you.
Do we have any other?
Nick?
Do we have?
Yeah.
Because you blogged a lot, so you must have some things to show.
I can demo.
Well, you blog, you tweeted.
I tweeted.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just find the window. Just stop. Okay, tell me when you guys can see my screen.
Not even loading yet.
I've said you're presenting, so let's give it a minute. Okay, so it's currently presenting, so is it loading for anyone?
Yeah, it's loading for me.
Okay. Sebastian, has it loaded for you?
It's okay for me, yeah. But
Yeah?
I'm waiting for Benedek.
Benedek, good for you? No?
You call them experts. The certified people, they can't even get a screen display on the computer.
We are not experts in screen displaying.
Can you see it, Zoltán?
I can see it, yeah.
Okay,
Benedek,
just
good?
appeared for me. Thanks. Okay.
Okay, cool. So I've done a bunch of work around some of my stuff around the theme, around one of my modules called operational transformation, and also around inline editing.
Why did I ask you to show something? Stupid guy.
You're gonna love it. You're
I'm
gonna
stupid.
Love it. You're gonna love it, trust me. And I put it all together, so I'm going to show it now. So first things first, let me go to the home page. So I can now inline edit in Markdown, which is pretty cool. And that saves. So hey everyone, which is really cool. Another thing is if I clear watch down the bottom. So it also auto-saves, but using operational transformation, which is pretty cool. And that's also in Markdown. So if I refresh, you see it saved. So you've got inline editing and inline editing with operational transformation. So if I bring up,
What do you mean by operation transformation?
Wave.
What does that mean?
Google Wave. Signalar, Signalar.
You mean that nobody on Earth can understand what this means?
Exactly, yeah. But he's happy with that.
but I can. So
That's what you call wanking.
oh yeah, exactly. So you can see it's being diffed across the. It's not working on that line. I'm having problems with Signalar through IIS. I don't know why. But
It's working. That's the Signalar bug. Let's say that.
So you're saying that it autosaves, which we can see here.
Yeah.
To what? Does it create a draft or?
It creates a draft, and in certain instances it publishes out as well. So for everything you post back, it creates a draft and pushes that out. I need to do a little bit work on the way I want it to handle the drafts and the publishing of that, because it's different for pages to posts. So I need to do a little bit of work on that, but I thought I'd just demo that little bit now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So Nick, for each keystroke, it's creating a draft?
Not for every keystroke. It will...
every 2 keystrokes.
No. It will do it for... it's using set timeout and sending back a diff every time the
so a chunk of characters.
Yeah.
Each update it will create a... Is that going to be a problem?
It depends on how fast or how slow you send it back, depending on the diff. And it completely depends, really, on how much data you send back. I don't know. It might be a problem with the amount of drafts that get created. So that's something I haven't looked too much into yet, but I've got it working through Markdown, and that's what I kind of wanted to show.
Unless you're using the same draft again and again.
Exactly. Use the same draft and update that one.
Yeah, well, so I've got some notes in my module to say whether I want it to auto-publish and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be looking at doing something along the lines of that for the next part of it. But that's 2 things I wanted to demo. The next one was oh yes, so I did some work on replying. So you can now so I've moved the quick reply stuff to be from the bottom. So you can now do replies a little bit simpler, which is pretty neat. And that's for the forum module. I think that's it so far. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Oh, also I did a show and a high preview. It was annoying me that this wasn't disappearing. I've got some other issues, but yeah, pretty cool so far, I think. Yeah, that's me. Any questions, guys? Sebastian, do you want Signal? You want me to demo more Signal R, or are you okay with it?
Yeah, you can. Can you not show when you do it?
Pardon?
So while I'm doing the triage, you can display it if you want on your screen and do the demonstration. But don't share the screen.
Don't share my screen. Alright, no worries. There you go, guys. I thought I'd demo that, so. I think it's pretty cool.
Thanks.
Okay.
Do we have any other demos?
Okay, so I'll take it now. First, showing the new websites I discovered last week. Sharing desktop. Benedek, tell me.
Loaded, thank you.
Benedek?
It's loaded.
Yeah, so?
Okay, go ahead,
Okay.
It's loaded.
So 3 new websites. This one, jstack.com, is the JavaScript library. I don't know what for, but it's a nice website. It's based on Bootstrap. Lots of content, very nice. I like it. Even with a blog. Categories? What? A blog with categories? Let me see. And it's Orchard. It's weird. Categories. Is it just tags?
Does it also filter though?
No, it doesn't look like tags. Categories like taxonomy.
And those are Hungarian names. Yeah.
Yes, they're Hungarians. Yes, it's the main company. I think is in the States, but the development part is in Hungary. So yeah, friends for you. And they're not even certified. Maybe they could certify you.
Yeah.
Look, if you compare you will certify them. Compare your
Who certifies the certifiers?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's the issue about certification actually. So this first one is very nice, and they had done another one we demonstrated a few weeks ago. This one is also based on Bootstrap from Philippe Sénéchal this time. It's a one-page website. It's a nice one. Bootstrap again. And this one is Bertrand's favorite. Very nice website. Lots of content. Blog post, article. You see they're mixing content on the homepage, podcast. So I think it's a technique that...
very bad GIFs here. You can see one that has a lot of dithering.
Yeah, but and you see the... Yeah, I like the aggregated content on the homepage.
In fact, it's probably a bunch of angels in front of those clouds. That are
maybe.
editor.
But very nice website.
Homosexuality is here to stay.
And the search engine. Videos. So that's the website of the week. Then triaging status on the progress. What has been done? A little fix by Sipke wanted some fixing. I added more descriptions in the content parts because Sipke had done half the job, so he forgot some parts like migration.
Can you paste the URLs of the sites you showed?
Yes.
For the notes, please.
The message wasn't sent, no? Was it? I don't know. Oh, you see it. So I'm launching the current status. It's slow. I don't like when it's slow like that because it means I will have to restart. No. So I worked on the blog post archive widget and the counting. That's why you see blogs and things there. So now if you go to content definitions and you want to add a part.
Do you think content definition should be underneath the site settings section? Or underneath the site section at the bottom rather than in the main menu?
Maybe not, I don't know. Why not? It's just like before it was in the content, so Sipke just placed it at the same location.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I wonder, maybe it should be under settings.
But when you see it also, it means you're... I don't know. Everything should be under settings. Yeah.
Well, I like it being there because I work a lot with it.
Yeah, that depends on the profile. If you have it there, it means you need it because you're an administrator, and it's nice to have it here. If you're an editor, you don't see it, so it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. Yeah.
So you see now, Sipke, they all have descriptions.
Nice. Yeah, just
it's better because.
And I wanted you to test that feature, and you understand it, great.
And also, I don't know if Bertrand wanted that. I can't remember. If you go to features modules, here. Now I'm also showing the description for the module in the box. Because even myself, I was like, okay, I type something like, I don't know, spam, and then you add, okay, anti-spam, but what is it, and what is type pad anti-spam filter, okay, or something like that. So I think it's better.
Great.
Voila. I personally think. Not agree, and but it was already displayed in this view, so I wondered why not displaying it also here.
Yeah, but you have there is a it's cut off apparently.
Yes, here we need to adapt the style. That's why I did it on the title property to have it as a pop-up also in case it's too long. Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, but it's hiding the dependencies when you do that.
Yes, so it needs to be on only one line. I change it to only one line with an ellipsis, and you can overread to see the details.
Yeah, that would be great.
So this, what else? Fixed Visual Studio deployment. It's even better than before. So it's removing, well, for instance, it was taking the CS files from Visual Studio. It was taking the tests, so I removed the tests. I fixed the HQL queries regarding some Cartesian products which were done on two different tables and loading too many items and changing the count values. So there were some bugs. It's fixed now. My computer is starting to be very slow. I will have to restart. I can't even click on my thing. Bugs and yeah, and I can't hear you.
Do you like this guy, Sebastian, by the way?
Huh?
Do you like Sebastian?
Well, who is Sebastian?
Huh?
This guy is so strange. I don't know.
I find it funny that every week Sebastian has to reboot his computer in the middle of a demo. I wonder how many times he has to reboot during the day.
Isn't it because of link running, screen sharing?
Maybe.
You have a comment, Nick.
I'm going to ignore it.
Let's see more signal or demo. Is it?
Simpletons.
Is it a Rubik's Cube, Nick?
Yeah, I've been trying to do it for about 3 months.
yeah, that's the one thing I can do with it, scramble it further.
I got half a blue side, but...
Okay. Yeah, well, good luck with it. Bring it to Harvest, we'll work on it in a team while on the hackathon.
Maybe you can surf it.
Oh. Okay, Bertrand pwned us.
Oh, yeah.
He just took them out and, inserted in the correct.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah, that's fresh out of the box.
Oh my god, that's a 5x5.
You relabeled it, right?
I actually solved it once. I don't want to ever do it again.
Well, that's something. Wow.
But I have one for you, Nick.
I have to be able to solve one. Seriously, I haven't got anywhere close.
Okay, should we time that? You scramble it, I scramble it, and...
There's no point in me scrambling it. Mine's already scrambled.
Let's start with the 1x1 cube for first.
Alright, I'm starting a stopwatch.
No, I use it as stress relief. Stop ruining my game.
And how do you release stress with it?
Well, by just turning it.
Other demos. Who has demos? Sebastian, should we continue?
Hit me
Sebastian
back.
gone? Still not back?
Back in a second.
You are? Go ahead.
What did you do?
We are just playing Rubik's Cube
Great.
while waiting for
Sorry.
him.
I get a new machine soon.
Oh, you already got a new machine.
Sorry?
I thought you already had a new machine.
It's in the Microsoft building somewhere in building 100 and something since last week, and I'm just waiting for it now. The postman has to deliver it.
I see.
It's somewhere in Microsoft. Lost. Okay, I'm waiting. Sharing. Sipke left us. Bye bye, Sipke.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Bathroom. In the bathroom. We can see you, Sipke. Close the door. So, fixing bugs. Big changes. This one. I merged the contrib.cache module into the main repository, and now it's called Orchard.OutputCache. Okay? Nobody's complaining about that?
No,
No.
we are using it, and it's
It
good.
was a good move.
It's a good move? Okay. It was easy, no breaking change, and yeah, it's okay. And very easy migration thing. You just remove the old one and you enable the new one and it works. I don't know what you're drinking, Sipke, but it must be disgusting.
I have to shake it before I drink it. It's nice. You should try it.
So output cache module as part of the default one, which gives us the ability to enable it by default on something like Windows Azure or the gallery thing, so that if people don't install the Orchard by default using the web API package, it will be on, and then nobody will ever complain about speed of Orchard, because by default it will be fast if they sign out. So that should be a good thing to do for the WebPI package. That's it, and few fixes, not really important things. I fixed Sipka's changes. He broke the unit tests, and I fixed my mistakes too, because I broke the build, and yeah, small thing. I'm cherry picking things in the issue tracker to fix the most important things, the thing special. So if we go now to
out of interest, you reverted the change that broke commenting.
Oh yes, hold on. I forgot to tell you. So you remember the change you made about iContent and content item,
Yeah,
which led to a fix, and this fix was actually breaking something else. And again, after a few hours, I said, okay, stop. I reverted your changes, my changes, and now it's back to before, and every test is passing.
Yeah,
okay. I don't know why.
Really, yeah, what's really pissing me off that what was causing that test to fail, because this was a non-breaking change, something that would actually break compile time if it would break something.
But maybe it's about convention naming, or I don't know how you access something and then it's lazy loading something or not lazy loading something. With NIBNet, I think it's something like that. It's about lazy loading and how it's retrieving the content item and the content type specifically. So
yeah, it's very strange.
I couldn't find why. I couldn't find why it was breaking, and I had to add the line. And after that, I tried to work on Nick's issue, the one you reported, and I couldn't even find why it was failing. So
I couldn't find it either. I tried tracking it down as well.
So so I reverted everything back normal. Issues. So now we are down to 167, down from 220 something last week, because I fixed a lot of them, and also I closed a bunch of them, which I could not replicate or which were assigned to 171. So now it's 167. Yeah, I'm fixing the most important ones first. So this one was fixed, for instance, but someone is showing another repro, so I have to test this one now. Proposed for everything 21. So this one, okay, because we have to fix it. Allow blogging with live writer without requiring admin rights. Oh, it's weird, but 171. Why is it new again? Proposed 14 bugs. So it got 14 votes in 2 days.
Yeah, I've noticed.
That's
that
slightly
as well.
suspicious.
That's weird.
But yeah.
Fake accounts.
That-
Yeah, whole company.
Whole company voting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Botnet.
it's a good bug. Should be fixed.
Wow, how much did he write about that?
Build, compile package, rated, validate extension, project file. Okay.
I think there's a bug opened for the same reason as the last one with the MS
I will
build
fix
task.
2 bugs in one. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
If you find it related, please.
Okay, I linked it.
What?
What? It works poorly
Okay,
and
can you
should be.
close that, please? I mean, come on. That is ridiculous. What's his argument exactly?
I don't know. I don't care. It works poorly. Yeah, it's not wrong. Some things are not.
Oh. Yeah, but we don't have the latest version. Well, we're a couple versions behind, I think.
Yeah, we are using the TinyMC3, not the 4.
Yeah. Which kind of sucks, actually, but...
Which one? The version 4 sucks?
It sucks that we're not using version.
So yeah.
Everything is truncated.
No, but I understand this thing. If you try to copy paste this HTML, but I think there is an option in the settings to change this behavior.
I mean, the title of the bug is
Yeah,
so
it's
unnecessarily aggressive.
opinionated. Won't implement.
Okay.
Not an issue. No, won't implement. It's an issue. It's by design. Up.
By design.
So let me explain you that. So he wants to validate users based on the email with a custom domain. Workflow modules to the rescue. You can create decision task and register to the user created event, and then validate the email address, and then redirect the user. Or yes, I'm sure you can do that. Let's try it. So let's close the issue. Not an issue. Could you try using the workflow module?
Question about workflow. Did you or do you have import-export on your list?
It's on my list back in my head.
Okay.
If I don't forget it.
I'll remind you.
Thank you. I'll do it.
Don't forget to make it real time as well using SignalR. That'd be really cool. You can have little flows going through in real time of what's going on, where it is in the workflow. That would be really cool.
I was not listening to you. What did you say?
He's talking about real-time SignalR import-export.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. I don't care. Do it. OutputCache because voice audio is
like it's real time. Microsoft might give you a laptop if you start. They might give you a new computer if you start using SignalR.
They might start giving me new developers if I was using SignalR, IT. Yeah, I don't know. And Bertrand voted on this one. So I think we should do it when we support the .NET 4.5. We should remove support for IS6 at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think that actually removing this also breaks compatibility with Cassini. So you won't be able to see
Cassini?
specifiers
With what?
Cassini.
Cassini? Nobody's using Cassini anymore.
The
IS
default project template uses it.
Seriously?
Or-
Okay, let's change it too. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using it as well.
Yeah, I love Cassini.
Yeah, especially that there is a a TLL that allows you to embed a web server with, for example, for testing purposes.
IS Express. Done. Okay. Breadcrumb switch.
Yeah, amongst other switches, maybe.
I don't really understand how breadcrumbs works.
It's too complex for you.
I thought it was automatic. But...
So, so you can make operational I don't know what, and you don't even understand breadcrumbs.
Well, I turned it on and it just gave me a home. I thought it was going to...
So there might be some bugs, but yeah, we'll try to do. So
more than that.
let's do a session about that at Harvest. Breadcrumbs.
Transform. Yeah, breadcrumbs with Signalar. You have like real-time menus whizzing around. Peter would love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like bugs on navigation.
But I have a patch for it, so yeah.
It's a weird question. Later. Because it's related to draftable relationship management, and I don't want to think about that right now. And have you tried it's what common part version or common version part or something like that?
Thanks.
I thought about that, Piotr. So the locking will solve the issue on single tenant, but when you are on a farm, you will still have the issue.
Yeah, exactly. It will, yeah.
I have no solution right now.
Some distributed locking or something.
Yeah, or a lock on
complex.
or a lock on a database will do it. I mean, a lock on a database. Sorry, an index constraint on a database. So there is some talks on the comments, and the issue is that he's seeing some exception while compiling some DLL files, and I could not repro it with his stack trace. And I said, if you don't provide a repro, I won't be able to fix it because it doesn't happen on 1.6, so you can't repro causing.
I think you can get those if you simply start with F5. So it's on StarHub.
Yeah,
it's
but
not showing up on the logs.
I did at F5, and it was working.
You got no exceptions.
Nothing, it was working. On 1.6. Okay, duplicate. Okay, I may have seen this issue. And now active 175. Cool. Question about the Orchard.cache module. I don't know what to do with them. So I have some concerns with Orchard.cache, which also has Orchard.something. There is also Memcached. There is Orchard.cache. Is there something like, no, the DB one is integrated in the cache. And there is something like contrib.projections layout. I think I have to import too, because it was something I had done temporarily as a contrib module, which contains the raw layout and the shape layout. And I would like Piotr someday to try to integrate his dynamic shapes here. So I don't know what to do with those ones. Should I include them into the main source code and or also into the gallery? What those ones are? They are business caching.
Okay. So Orchard.cache is not output caching.
So no. So right now, since last week, we have Orchard.OutputCache, okay, which has been separated. Okay, this is output caching, and this one is for business caching. So it's
I think it's called Orchard.caching and Orchard.caching.memcached.
Yes, true. Yeah, it's a hash table, and you can have different implementations, and the default one is the ASP.NET 1 output cache, or I will say .NET Cache. There is a DB Cache implementation if you want to have a farm and simple way to share state across nodes. And there is also Orchard caching using Memcached implementation. Okay.
I would suggest not taking in the Memcache one, but the other ones I think should be okay.
I agree.
There are two levels. There is the source Orchard source code. There is also the gallery. So should it be only on the gallery and not even on the Orchard source code?
The Memcached one on the gallery, the other ones in the source code.
So which means it's a contrib module.
The Memcached one, yes.
It's not handled by Orchard team. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. That's what
I mean, it's not even in the source code. It's not that
Yes.
we don't put it in the.
We don't show it to people. It's if you want it, it's like if you lose. Yeah, I understand, but well, do we maintain it or do I personally maintain it? That's the question.
I think I think we should maintain it. Yes, but does that mean that it needs to be in the
source code? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that might be a bigger discussion about what should we have in the solution, or should we have different solutions, or should we have a solution, for instance, like with a folder like the core module, just one module called something like, I don't know, core modules, and lots of modules inside that we don't have different projects and just folders.
Yeah.
So that's another discussion, I think. So, but for the moment, I just take those ones and just put this one on the gallery in a separate repository, Bitbucket, as it is today.
I think that's the best solution for that, yes. If everyone else is good with that.
Yeah, I think so.
Because this one can also use, there is also something like that. I think there is also something like contrib.memcached, and they all use the. No, there is a there is a syscache, and there is, I think. Oh no, there is no memcached. I could not make it, I think. Or I could. I can't remember. There is also this one. I can't remember if I made this one for Memcached. Or if I couldn't. I think I could. The one I could not do was the DB based on DB caching based on Memcached. Yes, and I think Brett is using this one. Put everything Memcached based on the gallery and their own repositories, because now you can the storage mechanism for the output caching is abstracted, so you can even have the output cache in the database.
Cool.
And then yeah, that's it. Okay. Just talking. So, done? Questions?
What about projection layouts? You are gonna move them.
Yeah, I will integrate them in the core. They're very simple, just shape layouts and row layouts. They're very simple ones and they're very useful. I would have liked to have the Piotr razor thing, integrated, so you can also have dynamic shapes.
Okay.
Dynamic.
Yeah. I need to revisit that one because
but it's too short for later release. It would be nice. Right now, I think it's too short. But at least we can point to a dedicated shape name. Later, the goal will be to have the choice between type the name of a shape or edit the shape. Okay, done?
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, everyone. Except if somebody has some last minute contributions to make. What about backend tabs?
I have to import them. It's there. He sent me an email, and I didn't answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to import this one.
Okay. Well, we'll see you all next week, which brings us very close to harvest, which is scary.
Yeah.
I guess
Let's postpone harvest.
Yeah.
Too late. Go.
Okay. See you next
See you,
week.
bye.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.